And one announcement. Just start speaking, and nobody chat or type or anything. I'm not looking at anything. Just start speaking. You're on video. You have a voice. Speak.
Okay,
Imagine we are sitting in a room and just talk to each other. Go ahead, please.
okay. What I'm looking for
Hmm.
that a, some object with good photography. Good photography means striking, like not random picture. What you told us that whether you are taking picture or making picture. So
Correct.
day one was making picture, and that is what I am looking for. And then you shared one photo where you had put one flower near the cup, vibrant color distracted. So these are very small things, but it matters a lot.
Wonderful.
So that is what we want to bring in the photography, that how to take photography, how to develop our skill. So of course it will not develop in one day, it will
Yes.
develop gradually. So
Yes.
if we keep on taking classes, if we keep on learning, then certainly we are going to improve our photography skill.
All right. Thank you so much. Very nicely shared. So, if you notice, people, Mohan Kumar talked about two different things. One is taking a picture, and the other word was
Making.
making. What's the difference between taking and making? Would you want to know?
Yes.
All right. If you have a camera or a mobile phone, you just take a picture. Tick, click, click, click. All right. But you notice that pictures are not looking very nice. They're not appealing. They're not beautiful. They're not pretty. They're not breathtaking. They're not, oh my God, what a picture. Nobody's feeling that. Even you don't feel that sometimes. So the difference between taking a picture and making a picture is just like you make food in the kitchen. Do you put everything in the cooker? Tapa, 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 put, done, baba. Or do you put some love into it when you're cooking? Do you put some love into everything that you do? Some time, some love, some expertise. So when you think and when you start adding elements, that starts the process of making. Is everyone okay with that? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, when we make a picture with a photograph, you might think, oh, you mean editing? No, I don't mean editing. I mean think. So use which part of the body?
Brain.
People are still thinking, which
The
part of the
creative
body does
side.
thinking? Which part of the body does thinking? Maybe finger? What? अस्मिता मैम, ऐसे भूत की तरह नहीं रखने का, इधर बैठने का नहीं, कुछ बोलने का है यहाँ पे.
I got
अस्मिता,
it.
seriously like
Throat
a ghost.
infection. Throat infection. So,
Yo, throat infection. Sorry to hear that. Anybody else? You need to think. Which body part? Brain.
Right brain.
अच्छा ठीक है, right brain तो और भी अच्छा. Now, when you're doing photography, you have to use right brain also, left brain also. Why? Because photography is one skill where you are using the logical part and the creative part. Some people think, oh, photography creative. No, that's not true. Both parts. When I started photography, I started noticing there are calculations, there are estimations. How far is the subject? Which lens to use? How will I switch the lens? Which camera to use? I have a few cameras. Um, what time would it be? What time should I choose to take a nice picture? So on and so forth. Now, today we are looking at when one aspect of making a picture. There are 10 aspects of making a picture. One aspect is framing, and the second aspect is composition. We are looking at two aspects today, framing and composition. Does anybody know what that framing is? Any
Also,
idea?
a very little, but if you explain, we will appreciate that.
All right. Have you seen old Bollywood movies, Tamil Telugu movies? In comedy scene, they do, somebody, the director, they do that, like that, like that. Ah, heroine, you will be my heroine for my next movie, and they do all that. Some sort of fun and comedy. Have you seen people doing that? Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
What do you think? What is that? What does that mean? Why are they not doing like that? Why are they not doing like that? What is this?
Frame,
What do you mean frame?
that camera frame,
What camera frame?
lens.
One word answers, not allowed. full sentences, but you'll have to clarify what do you mean by that? What do you mean by frame? What do you mean? What? Question to all of y'all. Why do I encourage you to give full sentence answers? Why do I keep troubling you so much? Any idea?
Good communication.
Good communication. When you use more words, you have started speaking sentences, your communication is improving. If you use one word answers, you are telling the world, I cannot express myself. Are you with me?
Yes,
Anybody?
sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When you express in the full sentence, you're saying more things. And by saying more things, people will, do you think people will like you, trust you, find you attractive, find you interesting if you're expressive? And if people find you trustworthy and expressive and a good person, do you think they'll connect with you more?
Yes.
Certainly. Yes.
And if people connect with you more, do you think you're already into good communication?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. I want you to realize your communication is a part of human behavior, also human psychology. Your creation is also a part of human psychology and human life. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So, this is a frame. A frame usually is a rectangle. You know, picture frame on your wall? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But when you see from the camera, inside the camera, there is a square or a rectangle. You see from the rectangle inside the camera. Even when you take a picture on the mobile phone, your mobile phone screen is a what shape?
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
That is the frame. Basically, that shape. So, what the director is doing is when he's doing all that, he's imagining how will this person look in this shape. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
View of this shape. That's all it is. So today we are going to take a look at how will you decide what shape, how big is the shape, is the shape vertical, horizontal, wide, short, like that, like that. And we'll also look at elements of composition. All right, should we begin? Question to you. Should I run you through 1 hour of slides or should I start showing you photos? What do you want? Slides, right? Okay, let's do slides. Lot of slides. Okay.
No, no, sir.
No, everybody
No,
wants slides. They love slides. What can I do? They don't want to
no,
look
sir.
at pictures. We want to read and slide, and we have to imagine and
No, sir.
read and go off to
It's
sleep. You want to do
getting
that,
bored to us. It's
right? Huh?
getting bored, sir. No.
All right. So we will. Should we take a look at some basic theory, like 5 minutes of slides? Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll
Okay,
come and
sir.
say we learned nothing. You didn't show any slides. Cheating.
Okay.
All right. So here are some slides for you. Can you see the slides?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Simple question. What is
Yes,
photography?
sir.
Why do you do it? Manju, do you want to answer that? I do it for selfie. I want to be pretty. We know that. But why?
We are capturing memories.
Okay, somebody's capturing memories. Very nice. Anybody
Yes.
else?
Then beauty of the nature, beauty of the surrounding.
All right. Beauty of nature. Okay. Anything else?
Capturing happy moments,
Hmm? Diplomatic reasons. Oh,
capturing happy moments,
this strange person has to be Rohit. Rohit is so intelligent that sometimes I don't really understand what he keeps talking. One of these days, I will have to join some private coaching with him. What, Rohit? What is diplomatic reasons? ओए शाणे इधर क्या लिखा है व्हाई डू यू डू इट रोहित डू यू गो फॉर टू दिस व्हाइट हाउस एंड ऑल आउट टू टेक पिक्चर्स रोहित अपनी बात करो ऐसे किधर लिखा है व्हाई डू यू डू इट कोई बात नहीं अरे आई एम जस्ट पुलिंग like रोहित आई एम जस्ट डूइंग मस्ती also and the reason for that is what Rohit is saying ladies and gentlemen is documenting. So photography can be used for documenting something, some events, which is correct. Anybody else? So we got nature, we got memories, we got documenting of events. And the lady said something quickly.
happy moments,
Wow, wow, wow. What about happy moments?
Like any functions, if I want to capture any functions that I want to remember later, that's
I
fine.
want to remember later. So you want happy memories. Very nice. Anybody
Yeah.
else? Done? That's it? Nobody wants to look pretty? Hmm? Only happy memories. You don't want to show off your new dress, your new style. No, you don't want to show off to people. I went to Kullu Manali. You don't want to show off. Nobody wants to do that. You liars. अब liars है झूठे हैं कुछ नहीं down to earth है. All right. So a picture is a worth 1,000 words. What does that mean? A picture is worth 1,000 words. Quick. Okay. Understand more. ये रही एक बात. Any other reason why it is said?
Our emotions attached with that picture.
Emotions are attached, and no matter what words we use, sometimes words will not be able to express what an image is
Exactly.
saying.
Yes.
Hmm? Okay, so for example, if you go to Taj Mahal, if you tell a person who's never seen Taj Mahal, it looks like this, it looks like that, it is white in color, pillars, will that person ever understand the beauty? Even if you use 1,000 words?
No.
If a person cannot see a rainbow, if they've never seen a rainbow, how much ever you explain, will they experience that? No.
No.
No, sir, no.
All right. So, what is a good picture and what is an appealing picture? Now, good picture, you might take a silly picture and you might say, "My picture is best in the world." Can we do that sometimes? Even if a picture is not good, can we like it so much? Maybe you've taken a picture of a tree and you say, "Wow, this is the best in the world," but people don't like it. Possible or not possible?
Certainly, yes, sir. Yes.
Possible.
Somebody saying something? All right. So, good picture can be relative in the sense you might think it is good, other people may not like it. But what is an appealing picture? An appealing picture can be something that most people like, that most people connect. Let's take a very simple example. Let's say let's take any actor. Let's say Deepika Padukone. Do most of you like her, the way she looks, the way she talks and everything? Yes, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now there might be somebody who says, I don't like Deepika. Possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, there will always be somebody who doesn't like, but we are talking about 70% of the people, or maybe 80% of the people sort of like. That is an appealing picture. Fair? Clear? Should we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the simple question, is beauty universal? Very
No,
good.
sir.
No, it is not universal. If some people find the moon beautiful, other people, moon ugly, too. Seriously, does that happen? Or is beauty universal?
No.
That depends on the person.
Who is this
Depend.
now?
Nishma.
क्या है निश्मा समझाओ ना हमें.
Like the line, there's a slang or sentence
Wait,
beauty
slang
lies
being
on
done.
the.
Nishma, let's take a very simple example. Let's talk about beauty. Flowers. Do women find flowers beautiful or they hate
Yes.
flowers, universally speaking?
Yes, they do.
Correct. What about diamonds?
Yes, they do.
All right. So, what is interesting
Everybody like diamonds.
most people are going to find nature beautiful or certain, I don't know, beautiful Miss Universe, let's say. Most people are going to find it universal, even if the person is Chinese or African or whoever. But most people are going to find it appealing, beautiful. So we usually, all human beings like beauty, the word beauty. Is that fair?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I asked a friend of mine who is 45 years old, I asked him, who's the most beautiful woman you've met? He thought for a moment and he said, at the age, what age? What is his age? बाकी सब भूल गए क्या?
45.
45. He said the most beautiful person he's met, he's seen is his mother.
True. I was
Now,
about to say.
and I've seen his mother, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen his mother since childhood. I did not find her beautiful. She does not have any beautiful features. If she does not have beautiful features, if she's an average looking person, why did he feel she's beautiful? Because he sees her from the eyes on the head or eyes in his heart.
Eyes in the heart.
Are you with me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Heart.
Heart.
Is it
No,
confusing?
not at all.
No.
No. So we have to
No.
remember photography is usually related to the eyes in the head, also eyes in the heart, because some pictures, although it is not beautiful, you will find them beautiful. So let's get used to the idea. There is the head also, and there is the
Heart
heart
also.
also involved when it comes to photography. In other words, which brain and which brain?
Brain and heart.
Ayo, which side, which both sides of the brain are involved?
Right and left.
Right brain,
Right
left
and
brain. All right, let's quickly go ahead. Now, although beauty is subjective, there are some fundamental rules of eye pleasing images. Those who have studied a little bit photography, they will talk about some rules of photography. Can anybody tell me some rules that you know? Rohit is
Uh,
one person. Anybody else?
in general, only one rule applies that the focus, what you are trying to focus, should be in the middle or
All right.
almost in the middle.
Okay. Have you heard of this rule or read this rule?
No, I practice this. By common sense, I started doing so.
All right. Any other rules that you people know?
Focus on the subject, what you are going
Focus
to
on
say.
the subject.
Yes, sir. Then light direction should be right. Direction of the light should be in the perfect way. Like
That is not a
should,
rule. Perfect way is not a rule. What does perfect way even mean?
okay.
If I tell you my brother is perfect, what does it even mean? It means nothing.
No, light direction of the light also should be seen.
But what is the rule there? See,
Mm,
what is the rule? Guys, listen to me carefully. What is a rule? A rule is something which is specific. For example, when you go to the school, the rule is you should do your homework regularly or you should do your homework every day. Is the rule you should be good. Is that the rule?
no, not at all. Yes.
No. So rules are very specific. Does anybody remember any specific rules of photography? Before going ahead, I want you to remember if you're 5 years old or 105 years old, if you're learning something new, we are students. And as students, we should give answers. Some answers may be right, some answers may be
Wrong.
wrong. It's okay. We are all learning. Nothing to feel, anything. Have fun. Rohit, any rules that you remember? गोल्डन रेशियो क्या रहता है ये गोल्डन रेशियो बाप रे okay all right all right did everybody understand what he's saying guys
Yes,
simply say
sir.
yes or no don't waste time
Yes, sir.
guys
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
anybody else do you want to say anything so here are the quick rules guys firstly if you go on the internet if you join any photography school if you go to any photography teacher the first thing they will start teaching is rules of photography all right unfortunately I don't know why they call them rules I call them guidelines what is the difference between rules and guidelines quick Manju Nishma what's the difference Amruta
Rules are like strictly followed, and guidelines is something like the basic thing you should actually follow when you're doing
all right
something.
all right so rules are strictly to be followed guidelines are some sort of guide somebody is guiding you to do that but it's not a rule is that okay people
Yes, sir.
so say for example
yes, sir.
some people say You should not do partnership with your best friend, business partnership, because when you do money transactions, tomorrow there'll be problems. People say that, right?
Yes, sir.
So the rule is don't do business with your best friend. That's not a rule, those are guidelines. Because sometimes if you do partnership, it is okay also. Sometimes it is not okay. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Should I give you one more guideline? A guideline is don't eat out in a restaurant. Eat home cooked food. That's a guideline. Is that a rule? You should never eat outside. Is that some government rule? No. If you want to be healthy, avoid eating outside food. Are you following what is the guideline now? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What
Yes.
I'm telling you, whatever are called rules in photography, when I saw them, I think they are more like guidelines. They are not wrong, but you can do something else and still get interesting results. All right? Okay.
Yes.
So, for good photography, you need framing and aspects, aspect meaning aspect ratio, good composition. Now, good composition, we're going to see what does good mean, color usage, focal point, values of light and color, and shadows. So let's quickly go into this. Common and uncommon aspects of an image. As you can see on your screen, which aspect, which size seems to be common these days, and which is uncommon these days? What an aspect means is aspect ratio. What aspect ratio means is how what is the shape? Is it is it a rectangle? Is it a square? Is it a tall rectangle or is it a wide rectangle? They are called as aspects. Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the question is which are common, which are uncommon? Does anybody have any say in this?
Common is the scenery is very common. Vertical is less common, and square is also less common. Normally, rectangle is more common.
All right. So that is one view. Anybody else?
I think square is uncommon.
Square is uncommon.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody else?
I would say the vertical rectangle seems to be more uncommon because we don't see pictures like that usually, and it's not even pleasing.
All right. So here is we have all the answers. I'm going to give my addition. Square is very common for everybody's WhatsApp DP, Instagram images. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
So actually, square is the most common. Second common is vertical. Instagram story, WhatsApp, status. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Am I saying something wrong?
No, no.
No.
All right. Thirdly, the horizontal, which is the landscape, earlier it used to be very common before the whole social media came in. After social media came in, horizontal is not very common on a phone. On the laptop, maybe, but not on the phone, it's not very common. Question to all of y'all. Where do most of the people are taking pictures now? DSLR, computer, or phone, or what?
Phone, mobiles.
All right.
Yes.
So the question is, which is the correct one? Horizontal tall, horizontal wide, or square? And the answer is there is no right and wrong. Do what you want. Simple.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Let's take a look at these ones now. What aspect ratio is the lady? What is that? Is it square?
Vertical rectangle.
Rectangle, vertical.
Vertical rectangle? But again, not very, very tall, huh? So this is like a good portrait size. This is not a very tall image. It is almost a square, but a tall square. Look at the one on the right. Can you see that stone or something there in the right one image? What is that? Stone or butterfly? What is that?
Cup of tea.
Guys, are you सोए कि
It's
जगे हैं
a
सब लोग बाकी लोग? Are
filter
you awake or
coffee.
sleeping?
Tea.
Coffee.
Hmm.
No, it's a
Coffee.
filter coffee.
Amrit
Then
chai.
why are you only making Mohan Kumar give all the answers? सब लोग हैं ना इधर. And then you make me talk some foolish things. Butterfly rock. मुझे भी दिख रहा है वो butterfly rock नहीं है. But I just want to make sure you are awake. All right. So this particular last image, is it portrait or is it super tall and skinny? This is the portrait size, slightly
Yeah,
tall.
Super
right.
tall and
Okay.
skinny.
What is a very wide? What is this kind of an image called on the top?
Wide rectangle.
Maybe there's a word for it. If I tell you the word, you say I know it.
Paranomic,
What is it?
paranomic or something like that. I forgot the exact
Panorama.
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 Yeah.
Okay, so this is a panorama or panoramic image. The beauty of a panoramic image is you can capture extremely wide, like a city, wide river, and all that. Unfortunately, the panorama may not be look the best on the phone, but if you take a print of this panorama, put in your living room, it looks beautiful. Even when you go to watch a movie in the big screen, there are some movies which are panorama style. Has anybody gone to IMAX theater?
Yes, sir.
Those are
Yes.
panoramic views. The lower one, the middle one, it is just like a square but slightly wider. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, why are these things important to us? These things are important to us because once we start taking pictures, we should have the power to decide what size we want and which size will be suitable for the subject we are capturing, for the mood we want to create. Is that okay so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. So let's take a look at composition now. Now you see two images here. What are the common things in both the images?
Car.
Car plus tree.
All right. Car, sky, tree, maybe some sort of sunlight.
Sunlight. Yeah.
All right. They are common. But what is different is one photographer shot in a certain way, another photographer shot in another way. Do you people agree with that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The question is, why do people do that? Why don't people do it? Why doesn't everybody shoot the same thing the same way? No, no, but even these two photographers, why did they do it differently?
The focus is different. One is trying to capture nature background, and another is trying to capture the car.
If he wanted to capture the background, he'll remove the car. And if this guy wanted to capture the car, why did he only have the front part of the car? Why not the whole car? Okay. So, guys, we have started realizing that as a photographer, you have to decide what story do I want to tell? What do I want to show the audience? Have you heard of people saying that अरे वो न्यूज़ चैनल वाले ना कुछ अलग ही स्टोरी बताते हैं, रियलिटी नहीं कुछ और ही बोल रहे हैं? Have you heard something like that?
True, sir. True.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard something like this? In that movie, it was made on the life of so and so person, but they showed something else. That is not what really happened. Have you heard such things?
Yes.
What does all that mean? Even when your grandma, grandpa, uncle, auntie, mummy, papa, when they told you the story of a lion or a tiger, they told you different stories of the lion and tiger. It was not the same, but the tiger was the same, but the story was different. Did you feel that ever?
Yes.
So the question is, whose story is correct? Who's right? Who's wrong?
What they are trying to show, the focus of the story, the same thing is in the picture, focus of the photo.
Anybody else?
Uh, every person has their different aspects and stories.
All right. So every person has something different to share as a story.
Yes, right.
So if you tell this, when the name of the movie is Khalnayak, that's the name of a movie, Sanjay Dutt.
Hmm.
So the movie is about the Khalnayak. So suddenly Khalnayak becomes the hero. Yes or no?
True, sir.
Yes.
Jackie Shroff. And there is another movie called Hero, Jackie Shroff. Suddenly, the villain is not the hero is the hero. Yes or no? Who
Yes.
decides all this? Do people decide? Does the audience decide after watching? Then
The
who decides?
director and producer.
Anybody else? Any answers? Okay. It means whoever is creating the movie, the producer, the director, the writer, they decide what they want to highlight, what they want to show. Similarly, when you are telling a story, you will decide. If I tell you a story, in the jungle there was a lion. The lion was very tired one day. He was very weak. He could not even walk. Okay, that is my version of the lion. Rohit will tell another story. There was a lion in the jungle, but he was only 5 years old. He was jumping everywhere. He was a very happy lion. Another story of the same lion. Are you are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what all this means is that even if it is the car, what story are you telling? In this example, in the lower one, when you see there's a car and two trees, the thing, maybe the story is there's a desert. Maybe in the desert there is nobody else and there's only a car. Maybe there is somebody in the car or nobody in the car, but it feels like a lonely place. How is the energy soothing or energizing in the left image?
Soothing.
Okay.
Soothing.
Soothing.
Let's look at the right image. There, is it a desert?
No, not at all.
No,
No.
it's not desert.
Maybe it's a jungle. We don't know, but certainly not a desert. Is there a car?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Maybe bluish, maybe whitish. Same thing. There is also a car. Here is also a car. But the vertical framing gives you little scope of understanding how big the car is. If this is a compact car, if this is an SUV, if this is a sedan, you do not know because probably maybe the highlight is not the car of this image. The photographer is deciding what he wants to convey to the audience, to the viewer. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, question to everybody: who's right and who's wrong?
Both are
Which
right.
photographer is right?
Both are right, and what they want to show is different.
Correct. Just like an artist, just like a poetry,
Hmm.
just like a
Correct.
song, everybody's expressing different things. Fair?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's take a look at this image now. So, here we had elements of composition. What are the elements of composition? There are trees, there is a daylight, there is the ground. Here also there are trees, there's ground, there's daylight. Okay. But how you use those elements, what will be in the front, what will be in the back, what will be close to the camera, what will be far away from the camera, that is a part of you, the way you compose an image. Let's take another one. Now this is another kind of composition. What do you see in the image? What's happening there?
All the three are identical, but distance is different.
That is a logical brain. What is the emotional brain saying? What are you feeling? What is the story? What's happening here? So we
In
have to use both, guys. One is logic also, second is emotion also. In other words, mathematics also and art also.
one person is walking and moving in the desert,
Okay.
and okay, okay.
So in psychology, we sometimes do something called as TAT. This is a psychometry test, and we show images to the client or to the patient in your language. That client The image is not very clear what it is, but that client starts telling you a story about what is happening in the image. He will say they are quarreling, they have a fight, the mother is walking away, her child is coming from behind. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
When you show the same image to another patient, they say, oh, they are husband and wife. Earlier they were together, but now they are separated. They don't like each other. And 10 different people tell different things. Why? Because what starts playing? Is it the calculation starts playing or is it psychology taking over?
Psychology plus imagination.
All right. So imagination again is a part of the psyche, part of the mind. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, when you see an image, what you feel, how you feel looking at the image, everybody can feel different things, and that is based on the life experiences you have, the exposure you have, the ideals you have, values, principle, ethics, your personality. Yes, no?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You, as a photographer, have to create something that sort of conveys maybe a message. Hmm? If you look at these three images, same image, but see how the composition is changing. Here, these two characters are toward the right of the image. Here, these two characters are to the left of the image. And here, they are a little bit in the center but far away. If you look at this image on the right hand side, you cannot really read them. They're far away. If you want to call them, Are Suno, hello, you might have to do that. But if you look at this image, if you say, Hey, Sunona, and they might be able to hear you. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These things right now don't mean much. But when you start taking pictures, you'll start noticing you have a lot of control to convey some meaning, some message, some feeling, some emotion based on how far is the subject from your camera, if the subject is on the left or on the right, and so on. Now, should we get into the photograph, the real deal? Any questions so far?
No.
बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है कि ठीक ठीक है कि बहुत डिटेल जा रहे हैं
इसमें uh, uh, उन तीनों में which one should follow in one is having right side, one is having left side, one is having center, and all the three look okay.
Yes, so it is like what kind of poem should I write?
Okay.
A happy poem, a sad poem, a patriotic poem? What poem is correct? You tell me.
Depending upon the situation.
Yes, depending on the situation, depending upon your purpose.
Right, sir.
A very simple thing. Suppose if you want to sell something, if you are a photographer, an ad agency has approached you, and we want to sell, for example, this soap. So what you do is you keep the soap 50 feet away and take a picture. Correct? Yes,
Right.
everybody? Is that right, everyone?
Mm,
Right, sir. Right.
no. If
Oh,
you want a better exposure,
if you
we
want
have
to
to blow close.
sell something, there should be a close up. There should be a close up. Point number one. Point number two, if you want to sell soap, the soap should look beautiful. Yes or
Attractive,
no?
attractive,
But
sellable.
sir, I've used that soap. It is rubbish, sir. Not good. I know, but you're getting paid for doing that photography, right? What?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Then it should look beautiful. All right. I'm just gonna now start showing images and quickly talk about composition in real life. Forget rules and all that because you'll find them on the internet. What I'm showing you may not be very easily available on the internet because we are looking at some real life examples. Are you ready, people?
Right, sir.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you and show you some very, very small things that you can learn and that can start improving your photography. Any picture that you start taking, you will start noticing improvement. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. Now, this person, we can see that, all right, some sort of a structure, a bell, this guy wearing some goggles. Okay. And I am a photographer. I take excellent pictures, but the ones I'm showing you are not. Uh, okay. Before we go ahead, I'm a professional photographer. What does professional mean to anyone? Quick. What do you mean professional?
Years of experience in the photography.
No, sir.
Okay.
Professional means that is your profession.
All right. What does profession mean?
Profession means mode of living, mode of earning money.
Correct. So, in basic, simple words, when I take pictures, people give me money. Is that simple, guys, to understand? But if I take bad pictures, will they give me any money?
No, not at all.
No. What it means is that I have three things: one, expertise; two, experience; three, knowledge; and put a bonus, quality. If I have these, then I get paid. If I don't have, just because I have a camera, will I be paid?
No, no, not at
No.
all.
But I'm showing you some pictures which are not, nobody's going to pay for this. Then why am I showing you these pictures? Why am I not showing you beautiful pictures that I've taken? Why am I doing that today? Exactly. I want to show you some pictures which have errors, which have mistakes, where there's a chance to learn. I don't want to impress you with my photography because today that is not the purpose. If you are my client, I will impress you. You're not my clients, right? Nobody's going to pay me, right?
Right, sir.
All right. So when you don't pay me, I am going to show you bad photography because if you're not paying me, why should I show you good stuff? All right. So this picture and this picture. Picture two, picture one. Any difference that you notice? And do you prefer one over the other? Do you think one is better than the other?
Yes, sir.
Picture one, picture two. Just keep it in your mind and tell me when you're ready to share.
The photo which the man is more covered, that looks better.
All right. Anybody else? आपका ध्यान कहाँ जाना चाहिए सोचो guys. ध्यान कहाँ जाना चाहिए मतलब what is the subject in this image? So the subject in this image is most probably this guy standing next to a bell. So obviously this is some sort of a picnic photo, or he's come to a temple, or he's come to a place. So the place is important and he is important. Now when you say he is important, what part of he is important? The feet, the ring in his finger, which part is important?
Face.
Face.
Face
So
followed by body.
look at both the images. Is something drawing in is in one image is the face drawing you closer, in the other image is the face, is your attention not going exactly to the face?
Right.
All right. So see people, study this very carefully. In the first image, the shoulder is seen more. In the second image, the shoulder is cut. According to rules of photography, you should not cut off people. But according to rules of aesthetics, if you see this image, आपका ध्यान इधर भी जा सकता है, आपको नहीं जाना चाहिए, आपका ध्यान इधर दो ही एलिमेंट्स पे जाना चाहिए, face and bell. Look at the second image. Is anybody following?
Yes.
थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ समझ रहा है कि मैं कुछ भी बोले जा रहा हूँ?
समझ रहा है.
और डू यू फील नहीं सर कुछ भी बोलते हो सर, हमें नहीं मालूम इसलिए कुछ भी बोलते जाते हो? अभी सीरियसली कुछ भी है कि थोड़ा थोड़ा लॉजिक की पॉसिबिलिटी है? All right. To explain further, let's take a look at some other images. Are we ready?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now this image. We are today looking at the framing. Here also we looked at framing. Frame कहाँ कट हो रही है? ये फ्रेम यहाँ कट हो रही है, शोल्डर दिखाई दे रहा है. ये फ्रेम यहाँ कट हो रही है, शोल्डर नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है. इस फ्रेम में आपका ध्यान इन तीनों चीजों पे जा सकता है. इस फोटो में दो चीजों पे जा रहा है शायद ध्यान, और शायद थोड़ा ट्रीज पे भी. ओके, तो हमने क्या किया? वी रिमूव्ड वन एलिमेंट वेयर वी डोंट वांट टू फोकस. So whenever you're removing elements that you don't want to focus, they are called distractions. They are not your secondary element, but the hero element is the man. The second hero element or the secondary element is the bell. The third could be the nature in which he's standing. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
आप में से कोई ऐसा बोलता रहेगा, क्यों ये सब करना है, अभी एआई कर दो ना, ये सब क्यों करना है? एंड शुड आई गिव यू द आंसर टू दैट? एआई क्यों नहीं करना है?
Creativity will be lost.
Okay, so one answer is beauty might be lost, and second answer is when you are doing photography, the goal that we have is to develop the right side of our brain. Is anybody with me on this?
Yes, sir.
Nishma, are
Yes,
you
sir.
with me on
Yes.
this?
Yes. Yes.
AI से क्या होगा? रेडीमेड रिजल्ट मिलेगा, एंड यस इट कुड बी ट्रू, उसमें ब्यूटी नहीं रहेगी, आर्टिफिशियल लगेगा, वो जाने दो फिर भी 2 मिनट के लिए, लेकिन आपका ब्रेन थोड़ी ना डेवलप होने वाला है एआई यूज करने से। आप तो लेजी बन रहे हो और भी दिन ब दिन। आप मतलब आपका ब्रेन। आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
You will have to
Yes,
make
That's
sir.
right.
sure, please remember this, you will have to make sure that your right brain and your left brain is constantly developing and becoming stronger, because tomorrow when AI takes over, the only thing that is going to save you is your brain and your uniqueness. Should I repeat that?
Yeah, please.
हिंदी में समझाओ मैं इस बात को?
नहीं नहीं, understood, sir.
Mm,
नहीं, कुछ लोगों को शायद नहीं समझा है। मराठीमध्ये सांगू, हिंदी ओके?
whichever language, just repeat once more.
तो हिंदी में ध्यान से सुनो।
Okay.
एआई आ रहा है, एआई आ चुका है, और कल को और भी आने वाला है। एक ही चीज जो आपको एआई से बचा सकती है, वो है आपका इंटेलिजेंस, वो है आपका कम्युनिकेशन, वो है आपके रिलेशनशिप्स। वो एआई कहीं नहीं लेके जा रहा है। अगर आपके क्लाइंट्स के साथ रिलेशनशिप अच्छे हैं, अगर आपके कंपनी में आप रिलायबल हैं, स्ट्रांग इंसान हैं, तो आपका जॉब कहीं नहीं जा रहा है। लेकिन अगर आप वैसे भी वीक हैं, सिर्फ टेक्निकल्स के लिए आपके पास कम्युनिकेशन वीक है, वैल्यूज, एथिकल्स, प्रिंसिपल्स, मॉरल्स वो वीक है, इंडिविजुअलिटी नहीं है, क्रिएटिविटी नहीं है, अगर आप ऐसे इंसान बने, तो एआई आपको रिप्लेस करेगा। ठीक ठीक कुछ समझ रहे हैं?
Yes, sir.
ये
And
सही मौका है पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट करने का। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टाइम आ चुका है, क्योंकि आप जितने स्ट्रांग बनेंगे मेंटली, फिजिकली, इंटेलेक्चुअली, क्रिएटिवली, साइकोलॉजिकली, इमोशनली, देन यू हैव अ चांस ऑफ सर्वाइवल। नहीं तो आप उस बाढ़ में बह जाओगे कहीं पे सारे एआई में। कुछ कुछ समझ रहा है सबको?
yes, sir. Plus additionally, sir, AI को भी आपको इनपुट देना होता है, तो इनपुट आपको देंगे, उसी को AI प्रोसेस करेगा। सो
देखो ये फिलोसफी बहुत अच्छी है। एक टाइम आगे आने वाला है कि आपके बहुत इनपुट की जरूरत पड़ने वाली नहीं है।
ओके,
ऐसा
Right.
ऑलरेडी होना शुरू हुआ है। एंड हमें पहले क्या लगता था कि कंप्यूटर को आप गलत डेटा दोगे तो गलत आउटपुट देगा। दैट इज यूज्ड टू बी कॉल्ड एज गार्बेज इन गार्बेज आउट्स। एनीबॉडी रिमेंबर्स गीगो, गार्बेज इन गार्बेज आउट? एआई
Yes.
ने क्या कर दिया है? एआई ने आकर के ऐसा एआई बिहेव कर रहा है, कंप्यूटर की तरह बिहेव नहीं कर रहा है। कंप्यूटर डम्ब है, लेकिन एआई इंटेलिजेंट है। इस बात का फर्क समझो। फिर से रिपीट करूं क्या? ठीक ठीक समझ रहे हो कुछ?
फॉलोड यू।
ऑल राइट।
समझ रहे हैं।
तो एआई को डरना जो है, या एआई से बच के रहना, या एआई को ध्यान में रखना, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात आ चुकी है। एआई कंप्यूटर नहीं है, एआई सॉफ्टवेयर के ज्यादा पावरफुल है। और अपने आप को आप स्ट्रांग बनाओ, अपने आप को वाइज बनाओ, स्मार्ट बनाओ, क्रिएटिव बनाओ। आपका दिमाग ऐसा चलना चाहिए कि पीपल शुड फाइंड वैल्यू इन योर कंट्रीब्यूशन। आपकी वाणी ऐसी होनी चाहिए दैट पीपल शुड लव यू फॉर व्हाट यू आर। आपका बिहेवियर ऐसा होना चाहिए दैट पीपल शुड ऑलवेज डिपेंड ऑन यू। थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ रहा है?
राइट सर।
Yes, sir.
तो ये जो
Yes.
आज हम कर रहे हैं, अरे क्या फोटोग्राफी करने का, ऐसा बटन दबाने का फोन के ऊपर क्या फर्क पड़ता है? फर्क उससे नहीं पड़ता है बटन दबाने से और फोटोग्राफी से। फर्क ये पड़ता है कि ये सब ध्यान से सुन के हम ब्रेन को आगे डेवलप कर रहे हैं इन अ क्रिएटिव वे, और जिसकी हमें जरूरत है। एआई से हमारा ब्रेन डेवलप नहीं हो रहा है। एआई से हमारा ब्रेन और भी स्लो बनने वाला है, बिकॉज वी हैव स्टॉप थिंकिंग। यस, नो?
यस सर।
ऑलराइट, चलो। ये जो अभी इसकी फ्रेमिंग है, इसके पास हमें ऑप्शंस देखो। ये एक हमारे पास फ्रेमिंग है, और दूसरी फ्रेमिंग देखो, ये भी हो सकती है फ्रेमिंग। तीसरी देखो, ये भी हो सकती है। अब सवाल ये है, विच डू यू लाइक? वुड यू चूज दिस वन, would you choose this one, or would you choose this one, the whole thing?
I will go for the whole thing.
All right, anybody else?
Even I'll go for the whole thing because it's giving the whole picture. That's
All
why.
right. All okay. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to show that this is an image of their culture, for example, and when you want to show the drapery, the costume, the details, then you take a long shot. When you want to show the facial gesture and the ornaments and everything in the crown and the gesture of the hand, then you show this kind of a frame. When you simply are interested in the expressions, facial expression, you go into a deep close up, because it depends on what you want to show, what you want to highlight. Okay?
Right,
Nothing
sir.
right, nothing wrong. But you're getting clarity, right?
Yes, sir.
If
What?
you want to focus on the expressions, then this will not do justice. There's a lot of distracting elements. If you want to show richness of the clothes, then this will do injustice to that. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead.
Yes.
This is an interesting image I shot in Cochin. It's a movie called Atorsha. Is Parmeshwaran there? All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm here.
So I don't know if you watched this movie. I wanted to watch this movie, but I did not get the time.
Okay, I am not.
The name of the movie is Atorsha. In other words, auto rickshaw.
Uh,
So if you look at this image, guys, look at the composition, what's happening here. Many people standing here. Okay, she's there, but she's the highlight of the image. Are you feeling that?
Yes, sir. She is the
yeah,
hero.
yeah. Yes.
Yes.
She's the
Yes, sir.
hero element. And how did they achieve that? They made everybody black and white.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
is one possibility. The second is they put her into the center. The third is probably she is prettier than everybody else. And the fourth is when they have done lighting for her, she's been lit up in such a way that even if you make the image black and white, your eyes will still gravitate towards the center of the frame, which is her. Now, question to you, is this a coincidence, or one has to design an image? Does the artist have to design and think, or it just coincidentally कुछ भी हो जाता है?
It has been designed.
Design and think.
Because if you notice, ladies and gentlemen, these portions are in the shadow. Everywhere there's shadow, shadow, shadow. She has no shadow on her face or neck or hands. She's relatively well lit. Only her dress has shadows. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So suddenly we talked about
Yes, sir.
another element which is called lighting. Is lighting the topic for today?
No, a good frame.
So I will not talk about lighting today because lighting is a very beautiful thing to do. But today I just wanted to show you some framing. That's all. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we have two frames now. One is this, one is this. Okay. So what do you see there? You see a dog resting. But what is the weather like? Is it cool weather or is it hot weather in the image? Not a weather outside your home.
Hot weather.
Okay,
Hot.
anybody else? Does it have a cool feeling or a warm feel? Do you think it's a
Mm.
summer day or do you think it might be a winter morning?
Summer
It
day.
might winter morning.
Okay,
Sunlight is there.
all right.
Summarize.
Okay. So how do we convey the feeling that if it is cool or if it's a warm day? And the answer is the colors. If you notice here, this portion has a slightly, depending on which phone you're using now. Okay, if we were sitting in one room, all of us, and if I had a projector, the colors don't change. But I want you to realize on every phone, on every computer monitor, colors are going to change. Are you with me?
Yes, yes.
So, in reality, when the picture is taken, it was a cool morning. It is not short in summer. And this is bluish. This color is bluish. This color is bluish. Only a little bit of morning sun was there, which was soothing, which was beautiful to be in the sun. That is the feeling of the image. But due to, like I said, if your phones have a different color tone, it might look warm. Now, the only question is which one? This one or this one? Here, the dog is closer to the frame. You see bright light here, yellowish light. If you go there, you see there's a sliver of light. It means there's a pattern of light. So, artistically speaking, which feels more appealing? A little pattern of light or a flood of light?
Previous one.
Anybody else? You have a view? Anybody
Closer,
awake?
closer look is not good. A little bit distance is good.
Anybody else? Do you have any view? Anyone?
I like second,
Okay.
closer.
All right. So we have two views. One is closer, one is far. Now, from a framing point of view, there are two frames. One is closer, one is far. And what is helping the story that we have to consider? If the story is it's a cool morning and a little bit of sunshine is giving the dog relief. If that is the story, that is the caption of the image. And that is coming in the newspaper. That early morning it is cold these days, and even dogs want a little bit of sun for relief, little warmth. If that is the caption, now which image do you think? One or two?
One
I mean, close up or long shot?
long shot.
Long shot.
Long
Are you
shot.
with me, guys?
Long shot.
So now we start realizing your framing will depend on what you want to express. In other words, aesthetically speaking, both look nice. Long shot looks nice, close up also looks nice. But according to the story, one will be more suitable. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now look at this dog. We have three frames here. Frame number one, and let's look at frame number two. Repeat, frame number one, frame number two. Here, what is happening is in this frame, you can notice that there is a man walking there. There's some grass. Maybe there's a road or a ground here. All right, and this is a dog. Who's the hero element?
Dog.
Dog.
Okay,
The
let's take
dog.
the other image now. Now, here also we see the dog. That man is almost going to get cut now. So between the two, this one and this one, which seems more pleasing, where the man is getting cut or where the man is not getting cut?
Man is not getting cut.
Everyone with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a third image here. Now, question again. Is this, if you want to have a portrait of a dog, is this better or this better? Okay.
The
And
third one.
the
Third one.
interesting thing is there is nothing disturbing you. There is a fence behind. I wish the horse wouldn't get cut, but it has got cut. So you don't have disturbing elements. You have beautiful scenery, and a dog is sitting in the grass, relaxing. So as a photographer, when you're taking pictures, if you notice, "Arey, this is coming in the way. Arey, wo theek nahi lag raha hai." Also, the camera angle has changed. This is a topish angle. This is a lower angle. Are you noticing that?
Yes.
The photographer here was standing. The
Yes.
photographer here is sitting. Are you noticing? Are you feeling any difference of height?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that will also matter where the camera is held. Again, we are talking about framing. In this case, we are also talking about not only framing but composing, because in your composition, this man is going to get cut. In this composition, there is gap between the man and the sky, between the end of the frame. All right, we have one more image here, and the way the image is, you can keep like that, or you can zoom in like that. When you're zooming in, the picture is getting horizontal. When you are zoomed out, the picture is vertical. Now, if you wanted to show a soothing image, maybe of an early morning dawn or something like that, this might be more soothing. This, although it's a pretty image, But this starts talking about the commute, people going to work. It starts talking about the city. But if you look at here, it starts talking about the peace in the city. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ए किसी को कुछ समझ रहा है कि सब ऊपर से
Yes.
बम्पर ही जा रहा है कब से?
No, no.
नहीं समझ रहा है.
One is showing sunrise and another is showing city life.
Correct.
It is morning
So
time and people are going for work or something.
correct. So the hero here is the beautiful morning, but the hero here is the life of people, of the busy people, and the background is morning. In other words, if you talk about the movie Titanic, what is Titanic? Some people will say story of a sinking ship, and the director will say Titanic is a love story
Yes,
on a sinking ship. Are you with me?
Yes.
And some people will say, no, no, it is sinking ship, and when it is sinking, people are also falling in love, no problem. But basically, it was sinking.
the
That is
story is
wrong.
love story. Yes,
That
sir.
is wrong, right? It is a love story, and the background is sinking ship. Similarly, your framing will decide it is city life in the backdrop of the dawn, the early morning, or it is the early morning in the city. City life, hero, sunrise, secondary, and now here, sunrise, hero, and city secondary. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So these small things, as a photographer, you have control. All right. So we do street photography. When we do street photography, these are groups of people take pictures and everything. You should also try it sometimes. Get your cameras out. In the city, you get a lot of beautiful pictures. Anybody who lives in Pune, or even if you're in Bangalore, Mumbai, you can enjoy a lot by taking pictures on the streets. On the streets, you can get some very interesting pictures. Now, this particular picture, for example, we got during the street photography. Anything interesting here? Or now is it getting interesting? Or now, if I have a long shot, some Raddiwala sitting. But if you get a close shot, now you start knowing, caring more about the person.
He's selling books, comics,
No,
magazines.
I'm saying the person. Here, a shop owner, some shop, some man. Now, this person, the story of this man. Are you feeling that, guys? Anybody?
Yes, yes.
If you go in Zoomer, story about this man further. Now you say he came
Yes,
early
yes.
and he's working so hard and
He's been
he's
selling
alone.
books for years.
Correct. And maybe there is at home there is no family, or you can make up a sad story also if you imagine. Also, visually speaking, the colors and the chaos here starts adding to the image. If you look at this ordinary image, if you look at this portrait of a person, are you noticing what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you have a choice how you want to frame it. Earlier it was vertical, we made it horizontal. You can also keep it vertical and have a zoom in shot. All right. These two images now. One is this and one is this. If you look at here, some part of the tree is seen, some part of architecture is seen. If you look at this, only flowers are seen. And your mind imagines that there are there are more flowers behind also, which is not true. So, if you want to create a dreamy look, lots of flowers, then you choose this camera angle, this kind of framing. If you want to show that this is just a garden in my city, then you show this architecture and other trees.
Right, sir.
Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes.
look at this framing. There are two characters made up out of wood. They are smiling, laughing, sitting next to each other. Woodman 1 and Woodman 2, or let's call them wood boys. So this wood boys, is this framing okay?
No, sir.
Why not?
No, because it's
Because,
most on the left side of the frame.
yes, sir. Not in the center.
Okay. So, firstly, it is too much on the left. Secondly, There is no purpose of it being on the left, because on the right there is no information that we are getting that is making the image look pretty. In fact, this is disturbing. Whatever this brown, brown, white, white is, it's not pleasing. However, if the photo had more of this brown and black, the image would have been more pleasing. It's got these white, white elements which are just disturbing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Now look at this composition. This is not a photograph, but I had gone to somebody's house, uh, some student's house, and I just saw this painting. I took a picture. Look at the composition now. Foreground, background. Look at the colors. Look at the framing, vertical frame, not horizontal frame. Look at the composition. Is this artistic, or is it just summa? They were sitting there, they just painted something, it's okay. Or do you think
Very
there is some
beautiful.
thought gone into it?
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Okay. So
Artistic.
tomorrow, when you take a picture, maybe of a couple, or maybe of two friends, or maybe mother and a child, you will start having control when you do a portrait. Who will be in the front? Who will be in the behind? How will it look like? What is the feeling? So if you notice, even the expressions, this person behind, of course, Lord Krishna, appreciating her. So there is appreciation in the eyes, but also background, not foreground. So who's the hero element actually here?
Radha.
Correct? And look at how she's lit up so beautifully. Rim lighting has been done.
Yes.
He's in the dark. After all, he's Krishna. So he will be dark and in the dark also behind her. All right. Look at this image. What one word comes to your mind? What is the image about? What does the image indicate? What does the image convey?
Greenery.
Okay, that is one. Any other
Path.
thing?
Farm. Farm.
Did you say palm?
Farm.
Farm. Okay, anybody else?
Close to nature.
Okay, anything else?
It looks like some road or pathway,
Path. तो
but
कहानी जो है, ये कहानी जो है, एक रास्ता जा रहा है, ग्रीन रास्ता जा रहा है कहीं पे. A road is leading to somewhere. There's a path. Is anybody noticing, guys?
yes, sir.
अगर ये नेचर होता तो गार्डन में कर लो फोटो. ये करने की जरूरत क्या है? ये पाथ दिखाने की जरूरत क्या है? What, guys?
Path is full of greenery.
So the question is, if you take this picture and send it to your friend as a greeting and say to your friend, may your life path be beautiful and soft and green and wonderful and whatever. Does that image make sense then? May your life path be soothing. May God bless you a beautiful path of life. Is that nice thing to say? But if you just have greenery and some trees, if you have greenery and trees, then that is not conveyed. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So you have to now start doing two things, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, whenever you take a look at a picture, how will you take a look at any picture? M-I-N-D,
Yes,
M-I-N-D
sir.
what आगे?
Brain.
Bra-
क्या? M-I-N-D-F-U, very good.
Mindfulness.
Correct. Look at a picture with mindfulness. You've learned mindfulness, right? Little bit at least, not learned, but you got introduced to mindfulness, right? So
Right, sir.
look at a picture mindfully. See what is there, what is the feeling, what am I thinking, what am I feeling, what are the image conveying. Connect to the image whenever you look at a photograph. It could be a model, it could be a car, it could be an advertisement, it could be a scenery, it could be a puppy, it could be a baby, it could be architecture, it could be a movie poster. See what you feel looking at an image, because that is the way to appreciate art with mindfulness. And tomorrow, when you create art, when you create photography, how will you do it? With mindfulness. All
Right,
right.
sir.
Sorry, is somebody saying something?
Yeah, right, sir. Got it.
You
We,
said two things.
I didn't understand.
You said mindfulness and something else also should be.
I don't know, maybe artistic.
No, you said that you should, whenever you take photography, there are two things. One is mindfulness, the other is
See what you feel. So you have multiple choices. When you look at an image, see how it makes you feel in your mind, in your body. See if you get any sensations, see if you get any feelings, any thoughts. Connect to it. All right. So if you look at this image, firstly, it's a bad image because this target is blurred. Okay. So you don't have much choice in this image. This is blurred. Maybe these elements are sharp, but this image doesn't really have much that is interesting. So even if you want to focus on something, compose it, even if you cut the image and everything, the image itself doesn't have much much to save it, not many artistic elements to begin with. However, if this was in focus, this bud, and if that was defocused, that was out of focus, if this front portion was sharp and back was blurry, it would have been a nice image. Unfortunately, the front is blurry, the back is sharp, and this image is cannot it's very difficult to make it artistic, so we wouldn't waste time with this. So some images, when you take pictures, just let it go. Is that okay? Because every piece cannot be a
Masterpiece.
yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, now quickly look at this composition. Look at this, look at this. One is little lower, one is little higher. Which one seems better? I am going to show you again. Lower, higher.
Higher.
Okay. When you see a little bit more of water, there seems to be more balance. When you cut off the water, there is imbalance in the image. Is everybody feeling that?
Yes,
Cut
sir.
off, full
Yes.
water.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's take a look at this image. Okay. This is just bad composition. There is nothing in this image to appreciate because you can't do much with it. Let's take a look at this image. Again, composition is not good. If you notice here, you see some land, piece of land. You see some temple or something, but
Yes, sir.
not much. Nothing can is going to save the image because this is a badly composed image. When the photograph was taken, the framing is bad. If you take a look at this one, better, because look at this, bad. This is certainly better. Are you
Yes,
feeling
sir.
that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Depending
Comparatively
on the
better.
ground, what the ground is doing.
Yes,
If
sir.
you look at this image now, even better, because now the story is the river flowing. Beautiful early morning, river flowing. Here, it's the same beautiful morning, but if you change the camera angle, it's not pleasing to the eyes. It doesn't have a story, also, it's boring. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Now, look at this shot. Instead of vertical, we did it horizontal. Is this more pleasing?
Comparatively,
Yes, it is.
Now it is giving you where are you? An understanding of where the picture is taken from, what all is happening. A beautiful river there, a sun is rising from the left, there are some temples on the right. It gives you the entire feeling, and you feel that you are a part of this image. You're almost there. Now, that is what a photographer can make you feel, experience certain things just by looking. If you've ever gone to temples, if you have gone to temples in your childhood, if you've gone to villages, then you start connecting with images that you're already familiar with.
yes,
Your
sir.
memory already has it in the subconscious, then you start liking something. All right. All right. Another image here, an image here. Look at this. You see a lot of road here, not appealing. Next image, road is gone, more of reflections. Now this is beautiful. Should I show
Yes.
you again? Not appealing,
Yes.
Got
appealing.
it. Got it. Got it.
Same
Got
subject, same subject. But you simply change the camera angle and you simply walked closer to the river. This is pleasing. And when you're taking photographs, don't stress yourself too much, because if you enjoy the process, if you stress out too much, bad things can happen to you also like this. You notice stress, right? So much of tension. अरे जोक है हंसो इतना सीरियस मत बनो ये तो एकदम सीरियसली ले रहे हैं मेरे को आईला खरंच असं होईल का? नाही, खरं नाही. It is just a joke. All right. Now look at this image. Image 1, image 2. I repeat. Image 1, image 2.
Image 2.
Okay.
Image 2.
Is it more pleasing?
Yes, sir. It's
All right.
more radiant.
Correct. And also, if you notice, the colors here are bright. And if you go to the next one, the colors here become dark. The darker these colors are, you're not focusing on them. You're focusing on the sunrise.
Right,
And
sir.
that is what we want. This is a bad image because the dog is going to the left and it is now going to walk out of frame. So when you take a picture and when something is traveling to the left, and if it is close to the left side of the frame, it is not appealing. If you wanted to have the dog move from the right to the left, then the dog should have been in the right because he has so much of travel that he can do now in the image. Following a little bit?
Right, sir.
Okay, again a bad image. Rubbish composition, just stupid image, useless. You don't know what the subject is, you don't know what all this space is being wasted. It has no artistic element, it has no story, nothing. The dog is also cut, some little bit of paw here, a face here. Is everybody following? कि
Yes, sir.
bad image मतलब क्या होता है, rubbish मतलब क्या होता है? तो हमें ये भी देखना होगा आर्टिस्टिक क्या है, ये भी देखना रबिश क्या है. Now this composition is all right, but if you make it like this is a better composition. Okay.
Got
I
it.
wish the background was more blurred, but still इससे बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्शन है इसमें. इसमें डिस्ट्रैक्शन कम हो गया.
Well,
All right.
fortunately, the focus is good.
Hmm.
जो budding
Yes.
the
That's a good start.
Yes.
Now quickly let's talk about portraits. In this portrait you see more of her. In this portrait you see less of her. Which one appeals as a person? If you wanted to give this picture in a magazine, which one do you think?
the closer look.
Second one.
Why, people? Why is that so?
Face expression is good.
Distractions are less.
Okay. So what happens is that is correct. There are no distractions. Here, your eyes are going all over on her arms, on the shadows, on her skirt. Oh, she's wearing blue color skirt. Oh, she's wearing this, she's wearing that. Look at how she's standing. Look at what in the background. But the minute you go here, your eyes are locked into her eyes, to her smile. And that is what we want the audience to look at. This image, again, it is a raw image. It is not composed or anything. So how would you change? There is some calligraphy going on. A gentleman who's an artist, he does calligraphy, and one evening we were having coffee with him, laughing, giggling, enjoying reading some poetry. So he had just written my name and somebody else's name also there. So as a photographer, if I wanted to compose this is the best composition, right? Wow, best in the world, right? Because you should not be attached to yourself. If you're composing, compose a good image, maybe like this is decent framing compared to this.
Plus, it should be rotated also, sir, with some.
We could rotate it if you wish to.
Yes, sir.
Sure, it can be done. All right, guys, quickly, this image,
Second one.
number 2 or number 1?
Second one.
Now see what's happening with number 2. What are you seeing here?
Sunlight.
No, what are you seeing here?
Oh,
Truck and motorcycle. And
yes,
what
sir.
are you seeing here? Clean,
Oh,
nothing.
yes,
You can
sir.
appreciate nature in the urban setting.
Yes.
But what you did like is maybe the lighting in the second one. So from the framing perspective, the first is better. And if you want to make it darker like this lighting, you can do editing. Okay. Look at this. This is the scenery where there's a pond, water pond. And look at this. Which one is more appealing for a scenery? Pond and pond.
Second one.
Yeah.
The second one looks more beautiful.
All right. It gives you a reference. Where is this? Where are you? These flowers, an ordinary image. Now, if you want to make it little better than this, what can save you? Maybe some sort of a close up. Maybe this feels better because you start seeing texture. But this is very average, very under average for that matter. Nobody's going to even look at it. Okay, this image now. Again, you have a nice close up and stop here. This is pretty.
Yes, sir.
And this image is just average. You should not even waste your time with this. All right. Image one, image two, image three. Same subject. I repeat. Image one. So there is basically a kite that is stuck on a tree. But in image one, we see a lot of architecture here. In image two, the subject is a little clearer, slightly better. In image three, we are getting to see that this is a tall wall and there is some drama in the image. It means the image starts becoming a little bit more dynamic visually, and the kite has become bigger. Although the in Photoshop or in your editing software, you can make the color of the kite slightly more saturated to make it interesting. This is an interesting composition to begin with itself. Are you with me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
The dog. There is a dog sitting on the hill. If you look at this image, it has a certain story. If you zoom in, it has another story. And if you zoom in more like this, now it says something else. Now it tells you where the dog is. You see the buildings here. So this has a different feeling compared to this, compared to this. Now you see more of sky here. So what you want to convey is what will help you decide the framing of the image. Same thing here. All right. Beautiful storytelling. A summer day, hot summer day. Everybody's getting tired, a man or animal. Okay. Same subject, different framing. Which one? This or
Yes.
this?
Second one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This one. Mm.
So this is something you have to start experimenting with. Now, same thing happening here. There's a little, there's a cat outside a store. So what is the highlight in this image? Nothing. But if you zoom in, you can either make the cat the hero or
Or
you
the
can make the
background.
store the hero where there's a cat. It's a choice you have. This is an interesting image because this is actually the moon, and when you shoot the same picture from a different angle, you will not get the moon. So these are just statues, huh? These are not real people. Anybody from Pune?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All
Me
right.
too.
So
Also
this
from
is
Pune.
okay. So this
Yes,
is
even also
Shanwar Pet,
Yes, sir.
Omkareshwar Temple. This is there.
yes.
All right. This is from my food photography workshop, and we had these donuts. Look at the composition, the lighting rubbish. But if you fix the lighting, if you have a nice background, they start looking pretty. All right, same thing here. How you compose. This is from the food photography workshop again that I teach. So this is a I teach people on mobiles basically live in the studio in Pune. So here, what will be on the left? What will be on the right? How many elements will there be? Will there be lemon wedges? Will there be cherry tomatoes and wafers and chips and lime and burger? You have to decide as a photographer, as an artist, what will be there. If you notice this image and this image, what is the difference? Number one, number two. Which one feels better? Okay. And the big
Number
reason
two.
is the lighting. When the lighting starts working, the glass starts shining, the pepper starts shining, and the burger also starts getting a nice blue dimension here. which was absent in this image. So lighting is yet another very different topic. I'll quickly show you a few images and then we can call it a day. Let me just go into a certain folder. Did you pick a little bit of something, at least little bit of understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll just show you some interesting compositions and share my screen. Yo, can you see my screen? Again,
Yes.
so what is interesting here is that these lines, they converge. Red and blue lines, they converge. This is shot under a bridge. But usually people will take a picture like this, maybe, of the person. But I thought architecture looks very interesting. The colors look very interesting, plus the shadows also. Again here, how the lines converge. What time do you think this might be?
Evening.
All right, so this is before sunrise. I think it was some 5:30 in the morning or something, 5:30 or 6, Goa.
Acha, okay.
Evening and early morning, they look the same almost. It's very
Right.
difficult to tell sometimes. Okay, look at how this is the leading pathway. There's a curve there. That looks interesting. It's starting from the right of the frame, going to the left of the frame. That makes the image interesting. And here, this beauty queen has been placed on the right hand side. There's light. There's a car behind her. We shot this outdoors. Okay, we shot it at 6 in the morning or 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and it was shot on a hill. So there's a car. This is the crew car we had taken with us. And the reason this part is cut is because if more of the car is seen, your eyes will go to the headlight rather than the face. So again, that is a choice. Secondly, we
Sir,
made sure that the hair covered the face. Otherwise, if the hair is behind, this light falls on a face and it becomes too bright.
sir, car headlight has been used for glowing purpose, glow of the hair.
Yes. And
Okay.
also an element of glamour. See, if you notice, this light creates glamour.
Right, sir. Right, sir. This
And
you have given.
and you won't believe this, my friend. Again, this is a mobile phone shot.
Oh, great.
And this blue light, we use some other light for that.
Okay.
She's
From
a
different
very, sorry.
from different angle.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So when you have a model with you, you can do a lot. Suppose if I call my friend, friends are not so patient, they'll get tired. But models will work with you for 4 hours, 6 hours, even 8 hours. They're not tired. They're always fresh. We had a makeup artist with us, we had models with us, we had people who handle the lights and everything.
Okay.
So a simple framing, but you can have a close up also. Or you can have this also, depends on what you want to show. This is a Russian model.
Right, sir.
And if you want to highlight her eyes, obviously you're going to have a nice, lovely close up. All right. Those are her real eyes. Um, car photography. Again, it has been cut from both the sides because the background was not suitable and I can use it for a DP. Another car photography. Anybody likes cars?
Everyone likes car, sir.
Yes.
No, not everyone likes cars to photograph, not to sit in them. So these are miniature cars. These are
Oh,
tiny cars. This is my desk. It's on my desk.
okay,
Oh,
great.
very great.
Okay, this is a tiny car also. I hold it in my hand, it sits in my palm.
Oh, great.
So I do a lot of miniature photography. This is a portrait, mother and daughter, deliberately done black and white. But if you notice the curve, can you see that curve going from the top, from the right to the left, bottom? If I draw a line like that, so that makes the composition interesting. Again, here there is negative space deliberately left here. The cat is not occupying the entire frame. Look at this framing. The flower is cut off, but this part only remains. Here, if you
Yes, sir.
notice, many colored cups, but only this guy is in focus, the orange one.
Orange one is in focus.
Yeah, so this is very deliberately done. These are not coincidences. These are some assignments I give my photography students when I conduct courses. That the assignment was make show girl power, how girls are strong and powerful. Take pictures. That is the theme. That is their homework. This homework was breakfast. Show us delicious breakfast. This is reflection. Use reflection as a photography assignment. Look at this picture. All black and everything. Only the name is seen. We all know it's a motorcycle. And again, these droplets. So in this car image, deliberately, because the car is glamorous, the background is not glamorous to create a contrast. Let me see. Yeah. Again, this is a miniature Batman, a very tiny one, but I've shot it in a way that it looks like a real person or a full size person. I had gone for a function, and it was some birthday function or something. And I saw this little girl in that room where everybody is eating and everything. There were like 50 people. I called her to a side and I quickly took a picture. But it looks like a studio shot, right, guys?
Right, sir.
Yes.
It's not a studio. It is somebody's home. It's a big hall. And these plants are not even real. It's just plastic. Again, this is composed in a way to create a certain feeling, because the girl is not important. The feeling is important. Another composition, and framing, another framing, where the girl is not important, but the message is, when interacting with people, don't just see, observe. So observe the details of how people behave, what they're saying, what is their body language. If you can
Sir,
do that, now
sir,
you're using psychology. Yes.
just take the previous one photo, sir, again. Previous photo.
This is the bridge. Is this the
Uh,
one you're talking about?
no, 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 no. The girl standing near the globe, small globe,
Ah,
mirror
that's a
globe.
disco ball. Yeah.
Disco ball. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. In this, how you have given the light effect, apart from the reflection, you have
Which
given
one?
some in the lower part of the photo, lower part, sir, lower part. Yes, sir.
Where?
Yes, I'm talking about this. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like leaf, but it is not leaf. It is a light rays. And how you have given this effect? This is very wonderful and very difficult to create, I think.
So these are all used to create firstly glamour. So there's a lot of the point is glamour, but she should not be smiling.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes what we do is, when we're taking pictures, the exposure can be adjusted, the reflections can be adjusted to get something like this naturally, and we do
Okay.
get naturally because there are lens flares. Sometimes you have to add them in post.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it can be a combination of both optical as well as visual effects.
Illusion.
Yeah, yeah, you have to sometimes create. If you don't get it during photography, you have to create it.
Yes, sir. I got it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So, yeah, like I said, I teach. So, this is one of my posters there. This particular car, it's not shot in full, only side is shown because the car is not important. The banner is, which is cars and glamour. So, which car, that is not important. And do you know how I shot this? Any guess? I went to have idli in the evening. In the night, I was hungry. I did not have food at home. I went out to have idli in Baner. There was a car parked on the streets. I just took the picture.
Great.
Nice, sir.
And again, it's a mobile shot. I don't have to tell you that. This particular is a studio shot. I had like 6 lights here from all directions. Shot in the US, of course, I don't have to tell you that. It was a beautiful time when I shot this. This is done in the farmers market. Sometimes you get good pictures even of ordinary subjects. If you notice this bengal is sharp, that is all blurred. Of course, you have to go to the jungle, you have to go to birding sites to get good bird photography.
This one is again mobile photo, sir.
No, this is a camera.
Camera, yeah.
Yeah. So I use both. And this is one of again my ads for posters or whatever. This is also not mobile. This is done in a studio, and the beauty of this shot is the expression, the storytelling. He's such a mischievous, naughty Krishna. That is Radha, and we had this holy shoot with colors and everything. So composition wise, how much should the frame be? Should the frame be vertical or horizontal? Should these people be seen full length or half shot? This is a decision as a photographer you have to make. And again, the lighting and everything, makeup. We had makeup artists, we had professional lights and everything to create this effect. Uh, some of my workshops, storytelling and mobile photography and all that. So, is there anything important that I have to still show you? Let me just say that, and then we can close. Quickly here. When I took this picture, the person's face is not seen. Only the dress is seen. And the reason is, any reason, guys?
You are focused on that day.
Yes. If the person's face is seen, we all will look at the face. So you have to remove distracting element as a photographer. Here, the interesting thing is the shape of the car and the shape of the triangle, the geometrical shapes. If you notice, the geometry adds beauty. Instead of showing food, a fork has been shown because that was the highlight, and I had a caption there. It was a funny caption. Again, the framing. This is shot in, I don't know if you guys know camp, Pune camp. I don't know if you know that area. Shot there. And this is a tricky shot. It's a beautiful composition. The parrot is on the right. There's plenty of space on the left. And the guy was eating something and suddenly he looked at me because I was looking at him, but he looked at me and I simply clicked. That's why you see that expression. Uh, this was an early morning shot. Can you imagine how this was shot? Anyone? Reflection in the water.
Oh, great.
Again,
Nice, nice.
this is an interesting composition because instead of showing all the fruits, only some of the fruits have been shown here. And if you want to get really beautiful sceneries, you have to wake up early morning, take your camera,
Right.
go out at 4 in the morning. That's what I do. I go for a shoot at 4 in the morning. I reach the location far away at maybe 6 in the morning, 5:30, and as it starts getting bright, I start taking pictures. Then there are a lot of good pictures I get.
That is the best time to take photography.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you notice here, there's sunrise and there's a temple behind here, which is all blurred. But that is not the hero. Temple is not the hero. I made a poster with this 5 a.m. club and everything. So I specialize, guys, as you can tell, I specialize in portraits, but I also do birds. I also do vehicles. I do lots of things and I enjoy photographing. And plus, whenever I get free time, I do spend some time in teaching others.
Thank you, sir.
So I hope you picked up. We went a little longer than we should, but I hope you picked up something about what is framing, what is composing at least, and how you have to think before creating a picture, which is called as making a picture.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
निष्मा कुछ पूछना है? You want to ask me anything?
No, you answered all the questions.
No, it's very nice session.
So ऐसे छोटी छोटी बातों से ना, see whatever we always do, our left brain we are polishing. So when you do art or something, your right brain starts working, and it is very important if you want to have full personality development. There are certain things you have to do. Work on your skills of personality development, success, how to get success, how to be stronger emotionally, learn psychology, and also learn some art. I always recommend psychology and art. These are important things which most people ignore. But for good relationships and success in life, they become important. Also for happiness. That's it for me. If you want to say something, let's say something and leave.
Thank you, sir.
How? How? Wonderful. Beautiful way of looking at it. Anyone want to say anything? Parmeshwaran, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I want to just thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir, for this nice session. Very
I,
nice. Because I don't like much photography from
I
today.
understand. I understand. But still, you
From
stayed
today.
throughout.
No, sir, but very nice session. I understand all things, how to capture our moments from our mobile phones. So I
Yes,
like it. Yes, sir.
mobile is also
I,
enough.
you
yes,
have
sir. Thank
given
you so much.
you've given a very good direction. Firstly, when your this webinar is started, I thought 1 hour 30 minutes is too much time. But now I think that it is a very less time. You took 1 hour 45 minutes,
Yes,
but
yes.
still I think that you should take more. Duration is less. So thank you very much. Thanks for such a beautiful session you conducted.
You're welcome. And if you're ever interested in any of the live programs we have it in gardens, we have it in studios. If you're interested, keep connected. Then maybe you can join something where you actually do live photography.
Certainly, sir. Certainly, sir. I will love because the last time I had gone from Sopanbag to camp just for the photography session. I never had before, and believe me, it changed my views towards photography.
Oh, wonderful. Awesome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again.
Even I would like to add something. Thank you, first of all, sir. I actually like to click photos, but sometimes, I get very irritated when like the way I'm looking over the scenery and the photos, it's not the similar thing.
Not the
Like,
same.
yeah.
Yes.
So after that I just started hating. Like I don't know photography or like to take photos. From this session, I understood what I was lacking in.
And we haven't even touched lighting. We haven't even touched editing.
Yeah.
There are some very, very basic, simple tips in editing with which you can push the photographs. And if you understand lighting, then even if you don't do editing, it's okay. If you have beautiful lighting, you're done. Maybe someday, Nishma, if you're interested, maybe you can also join us. You're from Pune, right?
Yes,
I,
I am.
I'm also in Pune, sir. Certainly, I
Yeah.
will come too.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
think everybody here is in Pune except for Parmeshwaran.
Okay.
But he's planning to visit Pune soon.
Yeah, yeah,
All
that's
right,
sure.
guys. See you again someday. Good luck to
Yes,
you.
sir.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye.
Bye, everyone.